Right, let's start again. Evening, Joe and Jesse. It's Andrew here from Wigan, out on a little investigation. This is on the back of the Hellbent Hollow Live a few weeks ago about underground people, caves, etc. This area, as I'm walking around, I'll show you in a little bit, used to be the old Victoria pit colliery where they used to mine coal. And in up until probably the late 1980s, the whole area was big coal mounds, slags as we used to call them. In some cases 30 feet high. They would burn, which at night was quite spectacular. And the smell of sulphur made it an even spookier place. Now the area I'm going to show you is noted for having lots and lots of tunnels. All bar one, as far as I know, when they did the land up, were closed off. Okay? Now, I'm going back to a story that my mum told me, probably in the 70s, when two young boys went missing. And at that time, a lot of the men folk, took off to search for them. Now, obviously, this is a second, third-hand account, so I don't know the validity. And it was late in the evening. The two boys were found in the Vic Lodge, which is a lake, which I'll show you shortly. Okay. As you can see, it's quite a nice place now, all landscaped and stuff. Well, getting back to the two young boys who were found drowned, after that they filled the lake in, and it was only during the reclamation of this area, when all the water table was upset, that it flooded up again. Fast forward a few years from there, it's very idyllic, but people's houses quite close now, a lot of new properties. I'll just give you a quick look at the area. As you can see, it's quite landscaped and idyllic. People walk with dogs. I used to go running around here. But there's always been, spooky tales of things happening around here. And that's what I'm going to go on now when I show you the entrance to the underground tunnels. We always got told about red clogs who live down there and stay away from the entrances else they'll come and get you. This may well have been, to keep us safe after what supposedly happened to the two young boys during the summer holidays, summer break, as you have over in the States. But before we get down to the lake, if you look over behind me, behind them trees, there's a railway line and some horsing stables. Well, a few years ago, I found some very big cat prints near there. I was alerted to it after one of the owners who had the horses on there said he was getting spooked and didn't want to go out in the fields. Sadly, I've lost the photos, but if you ever get any more, I'll tell you. And I think it was in the 90s. A good friend of mine and his brother were down here with the dogs and the air rifles at night after getting a few rabbits. And it was over that way in the tree line, which I'll show you, they got growled at. The dogs absolutely freaked out and they caught what was a set of rather sizable looking eyes. That again, I believe that's a big cat. But you just don't know, because we have had reports of dogmen in the UK. I've only ever had a minimum experience with that, but that's a story for another day. Okay? Oh, it's been raining here all day over in Lancashire. As you can probably see, the paths look an absolute mess, but I've got my big boots on, so I'm not bothered. Now we're going to be coming up to what we refer to here as the Vic Lodge. There's fishing. You do see people fishing here occasionally, and from time to time in the past I've drowned a few worms, but when it goes dark around here, it becomes very creepy. And I'm not one who's easily creeped out. Now we're approaching the pond. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see. Just a dog walker coming down, so I don't want to get them in the frame. Now this is the Vic Lodge. See? Now what I'm going to show you now is the only existing entrance to the maze of underground tunnels. And this goes down a hell of a long way. Yeah. As you can see. So, you know, this is the lake allegedly where the two boys drowned and was filled in some time after. I believe it happened in the 70s. I've not been able to dig any corroboration up on that, but let's see. Yes, I'm an Atlanta fan for all you there in South Georgia, boo. Anyway, just been a quick one. Catch you at the next live, Joe and Jess and all hellbenders. Signing off.